New York Criminal Possession of a Weapon, CPW, Defense Lawyer. Being charged with criminal possession of a weapon in New York is a serious matter that can affect your freedom, your future, and your reputation. The state enforces some of the strictest gun laws in the country, and even a small mistake, such as having a weapon without the proper license, can result in harsh penalties. Jail time, heavy fines, and the loss of your rights are all possible outcomes. That's why it's essential to understand how these laws work and what steps can be taken to protect yourself. New York Penal Law sets strict rules around what counts as a prohibited weapon and the conditions under which possession becomes criminal. These laws don't only apply to firearms like handguns, rifles, and shotguns. They also cover knives, stun guns, brass knuckles, and other items considered dangerous. What makes this area of law particularly tough is that you don't have to be physically holding the weapon to be charged. If it's in your car, home, or even in a bag you control, the law may still consider it possession. Prosecutors often focus on intent and knowledge of the weapon's presence, which can make cases complicated. Criminal possession of a weapon charges are divided into degrees, each with escalating penalties. A fourth-degree charge, under NEPL 265.01, is a Class A misdemeanor. It covers situations such as carrying a prohibited weapon or possessing a firearm without a permit. Convictions can mean up to 1 year in jail, fines, and a permanent record. A third-degree charge, under NEPL 265.02, is a Class D felony and can lead to up to 7 years in prison, especially if there are prior convictions or multiple firearms involved. Second-degree CPW, under NEPL 265.03, is even more severe, with penalties reaching 15 years for carrying a loaded firearm without proper licensing or possessing a weapon in a restricted place. At the top, first-degree CPW under NEPL 265.04 is a Class B felony, reserved for the most serious cases, such as possession of 10 or more firearms or explosives, and carries up to 25 years in prison. The consequences don't stop with sentencing. A conviction can strip away your right to own firearms, make it harder to find employment, and in some cases lead to immigration problems, including deportation. That's why having a defense built around the facts of your case is vital. Defenses often focus on constitutional issues like illegal search and seizure, whether you had knowledge or intent, or whether the prosecution can prove constructive possession if others had equal access to the weapon. In some cases, mistaken identity or unlawful police procedures can also provide grounds for dismissal. Common scenarios that lead to CPW charges include routine traffic stops where officers discover a weapon, domestic incidents where a prohibited item is found in the home, and even unintentional possession at airports. In each of these, the details matter. For example, if police conducted a search without proper cause, evidence may be challenged in court. If you didn't know a weapon was in your vehicle, intent could become a critical defense. There are also exceptions under the law, such as traveling with a legally owned firearm under specific federal guidelines, but those rules must be followed closely. Additional complications can arise when CPW charges overlap with other offenses. For instance, using or displaying a firearm during another crime may bring enhanced penalties. Similarly, prior convictions can increase sentencing exposure. In some cases, state charges are paired with federal charges, leading to even harsher consequences. These complexities make it essential to work with someone who understands both state and federal law. When facing a CPW charge, the lawyer you choose can greatly influence the outcome. New York's gun laws are unforgiving, and cases often involve nuanced legal standards. A knowledgeable attorney will carefully examine the prosecution's evidence, challenge weaknesses, and build a defense strategy aimed at the best possible resolution. Whether it's negotiating for reduced charges, seeking dismissal, or going to trial, your defense must be proactive and tailored to your situation. Jason Bassett, a Suffolk County criminal defense attorney, has built his practice on protecting the rights of individuals accused of serious crimes. With prior experience as a prosecutor and years in private defense, he brings a broad understanding of how these cases are handled on both sides. His law firm provides the focused, personalized attention needed when the stakes are this high. From challenging unlawful searches to arguing lack of knowledge, he works to find every opportunity to protect his clients' futures. If you're facing criminal possession of a weapon charges in New York, you don't have to go through it alone. Your future is worth protecting, and the right legal help can make all the difference. Contact the law offices of Jason Bassett, PC, located at 320 Carleton Avenue No. 4200, Central Islip, New York 11722. Call 631-259-0000. 6060 today to discuss your case and take the first step toward defending your rights.